just feel like I'm in the dark, just holding on. I gotta go.
Oh.
He gonna cry in the car.
I just feel like I'm in the dark, just holding on. I gotta go.
Oh.
He gonna cry in the car.
I just feel like I'm in the dark, just holding on. I gotta go.
Oh.
He gonna cry in the car.
Hey, everybody, I'm going to play that one more time. Waiting for the people to get in here. Click like and share this video, please. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Cigar Blogger Show.
I just feel like I'm in the dark, just holding on. I gotta go.
Oh.
He gonna cry in the car.
Oh, Lord Jesus, that's funny all day. I don't care what you say. That's funny all day, every day. That is funny to me. Every day and twice on Sunday, Jesus. That's funny to me. I'm sorry. That is just good comedy to me. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think that's funny, you just ain't got a sense of humor. Because that boy sitting there in that dark crying like that, that was comedy. And hello, people. How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? Uh-oh, because you know I'm about to cut up in here because you already know. Uh-oh. I'm about to cut up in here. Welcome to everybody that's here, my supporters, the Bush people, and everybody in between. Oh, boy. Let me toast this edge of this cigar before I get started. So, welcome to everybody from around the globe. I sat and I didn't say nothing. I was doing my show last Friday, right? And all of a sudden I saw a lot of people start saying, oh, CTV over there crying. He crying, he crying. So everybody started leaving, you know, going over there to see him cry. Because that's a trending topic. Him crying is a trending topic. So, of course, I ain't mad. That, you know, we was about to wrap the show up. And I said, somebody recorded for me. I sent a message. That's why I was on my phone. I was like, record that and send it to me. So I got a screen grab. I feel like I'm in the dark. And I, you know, of course, I looped it and made something funny out of it. And you've been out here windmilling for 4.5 years, CTV. And he showed you just what he thought of you. He didn't defend you. He didn't go to bat for you. He didn't check William McRae about what he said about you. And you was in your feelings and you was crying. Poor little tink tink. Poor little tinky tink. And then you went out and got a rapid HIV test last night. And then you put your results on the screen. But we're going to talk about that in a few minutes because you still over there lying. And Larry Reid said he's not going to put nothing on the screen. And we're going to talk about that too tonight. So, but yeah. So let's bring up to speed the people last week. This is what happened last week. And the sound heard around the world. The shocking video heard around the world. And I'm going to play it right here. Here we go.
No, I don't feel like, I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salacionness of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like, there was some rumor that I had HIV. Now, that started in 19, and that I was.
Which y'all, they've been saying I was going to die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, and that, but this is what I did. The blog of Consciouz TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get our blood.
See, he do have it. See, he does have it.
Who you talking about?
I
won't get into that.
Your friend Consciouz, he's but don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
talking about Consciouz?
Yeah.
Okay, now. I can't be involved
But
in that conversation.
Okay, I'm a hush.
Yeah.
I'm a hush. Forgive me. Forgive me, because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
My friend is a great guy. So, and he.
Oh, but he drugged me, baby. He drugged me for filth.
I heard.
Mm-hmm. So that set it all off. That set it all off last week. He didn't defend you not one time. But you demanded a public apology. You was crying. You did a video. I downloaded all your content. You said that you was through with him and blase. And you were a friend and other people were not. You threw off at him without mentioning his name. And you swore up and down you were done with him. And then some more money got slid your way. And then you realized that if you don't live play ball and keep getting that money, you got to do something you've never done before, and that's work a regular 9-to-5 day job. That's pay your own bills, and you can't be in the parking lot. You can't be on your back. You can't be on your knees. You got to go get a regular job and pay your bills yourself. And then you had an epiphany, like, "Oop, I better take his money and be a good soldier and shut my mouth. And if he apologizes, great. But if he don't, I just got to take that on the chin and take this L." And that's what you did today, because you brought him on your show and you sat up there, you were dressed with your hair flat ironed and you had the shoulders with the big booth on the shoulder. And you know who you looked like when you were dressed like that? You looked like Larry's ex-wife, Alicia, because that's how she dresses. Hair flat iron, the big booth shoulder. He's grooming you. You didn't even realize you were being groomed, did you? Well, maybe you did know and you just didn't care, as long as you got the money kept flowing, huh? You were being groomed. You look just like his ex-wife today. The flat iron hair, the makeup, the flat iron hair, and then the shoulders that was up like this. That's how she dresses. Look at pictures of her. I'm not gonna put any pictures of her on the internet. You were looking just like her today. You're the one being groomed, not Manasseh Jordan or TD Jakes. You are being groomed. Exactly. 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 Oh yeah, Golden XO. He was talking about he crying. No, he was crying because his feelings was hurt. His feelings was hurt. He realized just once and for all that he loves Larry, but what he thinks about Larry, it's not mutual. He's just Larry's trick. He's a concubine that's on the payroll. He had to finally come to grips with that, and it hurt his feelings because he's been out here windmilling and acting a fool for 4.5 years. 4.5 years. Yeah, he's grown, Felix. Think about it. Go over there and look at his video later on tonight. He's got his hair flat ironed, and he's wearing those big booth shoulder shirts, just like Larry's ex-wife. Go compare, put a picture of CTV today and Larry's ex-wife. He's grooming him. He's the male version of what Larry's ex-wife is. He's the masculine, more masculine, because Larry's gay. So he's the masculine version of, well, I'm using the term loosely. He's the masculine version of Larry's ex-wife. He's the perfect thing. He looks like his ex-wife, but he's a boy. So he gets the best of both worlds. Just figure it out now. He has no holler for you, boy. And you finally saw that, and it hurt your little feeling. But here's the thing. You made a statement. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm looking at my notes. You made a statement that you don't monetize your videos no more. And I was driving down the street, and it hit me. Why? See, this is where all these allegations of you being HIV positive and all that stuff ties in. Y'all go with me. And if I'm lying, correct me in the chat. Who knows of a vlogger by the name of Timothy Blaine? Remember, he was out here attacking me early on, left and right, about Larry Reid. I'm trying to reel in that man. Well, he's a man living with HIV. He's had it many, many years. So he gets Social Security, SSI. The place he stays, all that's covered with his disability checks and all that. So yeah, you can only earn. See, we got smart parts up here. I do research, and I have people in high places that tell me things. So here we go. Hold on. I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to read it to you. Let me go. There we go. When you get SSI for having HIV, things like that, you can't have over $2,000 in your checking account, and you can make up to $1,110 a month. But if you get towards $1,550, it triggers the system, a red flag pop up. So you can get your SSI and you can make $1,110 extra a month and not have your benefits affected. So if you monetize and you got 20-something thousand and you charging people over in Patreon and all the other stuff that you got, and Patreon sends you a 1099. YouTube with the Google AdSense sends you a 1099. And if you make too much in a year, it affects your SSI. Am I, and to quote William McCrae, am I talking right? So that hit me as I was driving down the street. I said, as money hungry as this boy is, why would he cut off his monetization and then tell people they're doing it? It's only one reason. You can't have that income out there because it's going to flag. The Social Security Administration is going to be a bing, 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 bing. Am I talking right? Chat, am I talking right? Because see, remember when Timothy Blaine, this white guy who's no longer on the internet, he threatened to report Timothy Blaine to the Social Security Administration for these Google checks that he was getting in the Cash Apps. Because you have to report that, because they send you your Cash App earnings and all that. They send you a statement every year. And he threatened to report Timothy Blaine. Timothy Blaine got on, it was on a Saturday morning. I never get, help me please, Mayday, Mayday, LRLS, because he was still cool with Larry. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when that happened? That's what's happening with you. You can't monetize, and you're trying to cut the paper trail down because you got Patreon and Cash Apps and Super Chats. All that stuff creates a paper trail. And if you get an SSI, and you like to brag about the money you getting, that's income over that $1,110 threshold, and they will drop you from SSI. Mm-hmm. Well, see, you can be on YouTube as long as you're not monetizing. But yeah, he's doing the Lord's work, all right. In God we trust on the back of that money. So here's the thing. Don't be slick. You thinking just because of, oh, I ain't monetizing. But when somebody gives you something, you have to report that as income. Whether they do a Zelle payment, PayPal, wire you some money, Western Union, whatever. You know, like those Zelle payments that the soccer player got, you know, let's just refresh. Let's do a refresher course real quick. Like this kind of payment right here. When you get stuff like this, sir, look over to the screen next to the soccer player. When you get stuff like that sent to you multiple times in a day within a 6 to 8 day time frame, and you're getting over $3,500 sent to you, that's a paper trail, sir. That's a paper trail. When he was getting that money from Larry like that, that's a paper trail. And so just because you're not out here getting it through Cash App and Venmo or whatever, bank account to bank account, it's a record. And you are required by law to report that income. Because it's certain alphabets you don't want to mess with. You don't want to mess with the government alphabet, boys. FBI, DEA, Department of Justice, DOJ, Immigration, ICE. You don't want to mess with them people because they start out at 5 years federal time, no early release. And they go out and they jump up to 15 real quick. Boop. Oh, 25 to life. So yeah. If I gave you right now $100, if I just saw you in the street and I just shook your hand and put $100 in your hand because you draw an SSI, or if I gave you $1,200, you got to report 90 of those dollars as income above the threshold. I've given you $1,100, $1,110. You can keep that and don't have to report it. But if I give you $1,200, you got to report that $90 difference because it goes above your threshold for the month. And then they're going to adjust your SSI. Because if I continue to do that, they're going to drop your SSI down. Eventually, they might say, well, hell, you got enough money coming in, you can live on your own, put your own bill, which could happen. Now, make sure I don't miss nothing. Yeah, I said you was grown by Larry. You was on there dressed like him. And you still ain't get that apology today either, did you? And you're not going to get it. And here's why. Sir, I say this with all due hostility. You are his bitch. He know it. You know it. The whole world know it. You sat there and you were looking like a deer in the headlight, looking straight ahead. You wasn't doing the boo-boos. You wasn't doing none of that today. You was dressed like Lisa. You were looking straight ahead. He talked what he said, what he wanted, how he wanted, because you kept trying to push the envelope and say, well, you didn't defend me. And he wasn't going to defend you. He don't care about you like that. You his bitch. You on the payroll. You do what he says, when he says it, how he says it. Even you said it when you was in your feelings in them other videos. Or I only talk to him on text and FaceTime. And whenever we meet, it's always on when it's convenient for him, on his time. You said that. We didn't. You did. So that should let you know you his bitch. You ain't his bottom bitch. You ain't his superstar bitch. You just a come and go concubine. He use you when he needs you, and then when he don't have no need for you, you don't get to talk to him. Be gone. That's what he does to you. When he had the event in Atlanta the other year, and I was joking with y'all saying that I was going to come down there and crash the party. Oh, I'm working with the security. You didn't even get invited to that event. You couldn't even come get in the green room and get a to-go plate to take back to South Carolina. You weren't welcome. He's ashamed to be associated with you. He definitely ain't going to be seen in public with you. He'll be up in a hotel room with you or in a back alley somewhere, but he's not going to be seen out in public with you. He's not. Give it up. Let it go. You are a shameful, not good secret. He don't have nothing to do with you. Exactly. This is the kind of apology you're going to get if you get one at all. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're going to get a backhanded, passive-aggressive response. So, let me go down my notes. So you made a statement. This is what, before I even get started, who is Dr. Reid? Because you kept saying Dr. Reid because that was what he paid you to say. You kept calling him Dr. Reid. He does not have a degree of any kind. He doesn't have a college degree. So please stop with that lie. When you call him Dr. Reid, you're falsifying information. He does not have a college degree. He is not Dr. anything. He's not even Dr. Pepper, Dr. Scholes, Dr. Frankenstein. He's none of that. So you're spreading misinformation when you call him Dr. Reid. Exactly. Exactly. He is never going to be seen in public with you. What he might be is Dr. Pimple Popper. He's never going to be seen in public with you, sir. You're an embarrassment to him. But he's too far involved with you to walk away from you because you know what a body's a beard. You could ruin him with just one, and that's why he hurried up and slid you some more money. And so y'all had this kumbaya moment, come to Jesus moment, because when you made it public that you was done with him and you was moving on, he's like, oh God, because if you get mad and you start talking, he's done. Well, he already done, but he's done because everybody knows how hard you've been lying for him for the past 4.5 years. So let me go and get a little sip of this dog liquor. So anywho, you made a statement. You said that people were harassing Larry Reid and he wasn't allowed to properly grieve the passing of Carlton Pearson. Let me address that. First off, I have it on good authority. The family didn't even want Larry to do that nonsense, that event that he put on. This was a money grab for him and his crew. The family did not want this. I have it on good authority. The family did not want you to do this. And you weren't grieving the loss of Carlton Pearson because he really wasn't your friend. You had dirt on him well, I know about the dirt too, but you just knew he didn't want that to hit the light of day. So y'all, that's what y'all do. Y'all cover each other's dirt. So anyway, you were grieving the loss, the money that you lost putting that event on, because you didn't get the 250 million member choir. You got about 50. You had all the people sitting up front to make it look like it was a packed house. It wasn't. And you got all the camera angles because I'm a camera guy. What's going on? Right. Then when you went to visit Larry, you was in a hotel. You couldn't even come over to the house, but you're like, oh, I've been around the kids. Yeah, the kids might have saw you when he pulled up to the hotel. But anyway, they put I'm a camera guy, camera angle. So like if I'm down here, you're sitting up and I get under you with a camera and I'm pointing up, it gives you, it's an underneath shot. But if I stand straight in front of you and I shoot this way, it's going to cover you and all the crowd behind you. And he couldn't have that because them seats was empty. Most of the people that were at that event were people that were paid appearance fees or came to perform. So he was grieving the loss of that money, not the loss of a friend. See, I grieved the loss of a friend when legit doctorate passed. Yeah, I grieve the loss of people that over here that supported me that are no longer here. I grieve that. He was grieving the loss of the money. So anyway, it's okay. You say, oh, these vloggers out here harassing him and he couldn't properly grieve. But I find it hypocritical. It wasn't okay for him to be harassed while he was grieving. But it was okay for you, Consciouz TV, you, Andrea Garrison, you, King Jives, you, Miko Dooley, you, Larry Reid, you, Knockoff Media, It was okay for all of y'all and all of your supporters to harass me while my mother was dying and then eventually died. When my daddy died first, he was sick and then he was dying. I was dealing with his illness. My mother's failing health and my dad passed away. And then while my dad died 9 days after I got served with that bogus lawsuit, it was okay for you to harass me, put my house on the internet, put my kids' information on the internet. It was okay for y'all to do that. But somebody calling out your beloved leader, they wrong. And they should be cast into the pits of hell for that. But it was okay for you to harass me while I was caring for an elderly parent that eventually died. Then my other parent, 18 months later, they got sick and then they died. In between the two passings, I had COVID and I had a stroke because of the stress of the harassment that I was going through. And then I had to end up getting a stalking protection order against you and knockoff media. But it was okay for all of that to happen, right? But can't nobody question Larry about his misappropriation of funds. Can't nobody question Larry about the accusation those 3 young men said about them being molested, sexual assaulted, or one of them saying that Larry gave him HIV when he was a virgin, forced himself upon him. Can't nobody talk about that. Can't nobody talk about the lover that Larry had for 13 years, all while he was married, up there preaching on a Sunday morning, fire and brimstone, shouting and faking speak tongue. Can't nobody talk about that. But y'all could come harass me, somebody that you don't know and ain't never met. Make that make sense. Make all of that make sense. I'll wait. I got time. If you want, you can come over. I'll shoot you the link and you can come up in here and we can talk about it. It was okay for y'all to do that to me. But other people talk about Larry. Oh, he's off limits. He's untouchable. No, fuck Larry. You get what you give. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. As long, it was okay when he was covering stories, but when he became the story, it was a problem. Huh? It was okay. It was okay when I had those mini strokes from the stress. It was okay when I had to go buy extra ammunition to protect my house because y'all put my house on the internet. It was okay for y'all to do that. But it's not okay to question when we looking at the fact that this joke ain't paid taxes. When we got audio where he said, my spirit is in you because I came in your ass. When we got audio of him admitting that he arranged a marriage between his lesbian cousin and his gay soccer player lover so that the guy can stay in the country. And he admitted it. We can't talk about that, but you can talk about some lie that you made up about me. When we got facts about him, we can't do that. Yeah, but see, the problem that y'all have, I'm the only straight guy out here. The rest of y'all is flaming hot Cheeto gay, extra crispy. And I'm a straight dude, and y'all don't know how to deal with me. Because y'all don't know how to deal with straight people. Yes, that was his covering. His wife was his covering. So, what I suggest you do, Conscious TV, be very, very quiet. Because I would hate for somebody to call Social Security and turn you in. I would really hate to see that happen to you. Because the feds don't play about their money. That's just if you are receiving SSI benefits. Who am I to say? But anyway, we're gonna get to that my chart thing that you put up in the bullshit. I'm working my way down my notes. So you accepted my show your HIV status challenge. Let me refresh y'all again, people, because now we're getting into the crux of the matter. You accepted my challenge. Because see, after William McCrae said what he said, and I had nothing to do with that, because me and William McCrae do not communicate. And I put mine up. I said, hey, show your current status. Where's your test? Mine is from last year. But I am not living what they call a reckless lifestyle, a high-risk lifestyle. I'm 54 years old. I'm not sleeping with multiple people. I'm not running around. And whoever I've dealt with or not dealt with in my situation, one person. I'm not out here tricking off. I'm not in parking lots. I'm not in bathhouses and gay clubs. I'm not going to orgies and gangbangs and all that kind of stuff. I'm not living the high-risk life. I don't do drugs. So you have a high-risk life. You've been substances and high-risk sexual activity. So the test I took was the standard rapid response test because I'm not a high risk. So I take my test, like say I took the test that morning at 10:56. By the afternoon, I had the results. So that's what happened with me. I'm not a high risk. So that afternoon, but see, because you, sir, are a high risk lifestyle, you are in a high risk lifestyle, sir. See, you panicked last night and you got in your feelings. And you went late at night and you put those test results up today. And mysteriously, your test result came. You took a rapid test. You went to one of them little clinics, took a rapid test, and got you some results negative. But here's the thing, sir. What you fail to realize is that people over here have smart parts. Let me read to you. It said, can HIV be undetectable with medication? So if you've been on your meds, so I'm not saying you got it or don't got it. I don't know or don't care. Here's the reason why I don't care whether you're HIV positive or not. Everybody that you've been accused of being dealing with is all adults. You're a consenting adult. That person you sleeping with, they also a consenting adult. If they know or don't inquire about your status, that's between you and them. I don't sleep with you. You don't sleep with me. I'm a straight man. I'm not in your realm. I'm not in your world. That's your business. But here's the thing. You allow William McCrae to bait you into some foolishness and you going further down the rabbit hole because I'm about to push you down into that rabbit hole in a minute. See, nobody has ever accused you of child molestation that we know of. Nobody's accused you of sexual assault that we know of. Nobody's accused you of infecting them with HIV and AIDS that we know of. So you off the radar. Nobody was, until William McCrae said what he said, nobody, because I didn't even look at you like that. I didn't care. I was on your boy's head because he had been accused of doing what he did with underage males, boys. And somebody accused him of there was a virgin, accused them of giving him HIV. That's why I was on him about his status. And then we got here and he's all on the internet. And he all on the internet looking like this here. That's why I'm on his head, because he looks like this. Those are lesions and sores and pussy bumps. Shout out to King Payne for that picture. He is out here looking like this. That's why I'm on his chopping. I'm chopping his head because he out here like this. He's the one that's accused of messing with little boys. He's the one accused of giving somebody HIV, not you. Hey, I ain't saying nothing about you. William McCrae did, and you got mad. William McCrae did. And you took the bait like a nut. You went and took a rapid test. Nobody would have known anything about your status. Because you could have just ignored him and it would have went away, because nobody takes William McCrae as being credible. But you did, because you got scared, because you saw how, I'm going to play it again. Look at the expression on your boy's face, because he was in shock that William McCrae knew something. Here we go. This ain't the comedy hour. This is the real hard-hitting facts hour. Check out Larry Reid's facial expression when William McCrae says what he says, y'all.
No, I don't feel like, I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salaciousness of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like, there was some rumor that I had HIV. Now that started at 19, and that I was.
Which they've been saying I was gonna die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, but this is what I did. The blogger Consciouz TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get our blood.
See, he do have it. See, he does have it.
Who you talking about?
I
don't want to get into that.
Your friend Consciouz, he's, but don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
talking about Consciouz?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can't be involved
in
that conversation.
Okay, I'm a hush.
Yeah.
I'm a hush. Forgive me. Forgive me, because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Consciouz, my friend, is a great guy. So, and he
All that he drugged me, baby, he drugged me for filth.
I heard.
And well, here's the thing. Now, can HIV be undetectable with medication? HIV medicine can also make your viral load so low that a standard lab test, which is the rapid test that I take, because I'm not on PrEP, I'm not on that Deflection or Novocaine or whatever, you know, the medicine that knocks your stuff down. I'm not on any of that medication. So all I have to take is a standard lab test. But if you're on those medications, I'm reading now, can HIV be undetectable with medication? HIV medicine can also make your viral load so low that a standard lab test can't detect it. A standard lab test, not the in-depth lab test, but a standard lab test. A standard lab test. This is called having an undetectable viral load. You hinted at it, but you didn't. You lied in such a way that your subscribers and your supporters, you know, they'll just take what you say and keep on running with it. But people over here with medical backgrounds or smart parts, they're gonna do the research like I did. Hear what it says now. This is almost everyone who takes HIV medicine as prescribed. So if you're taking your medicine like you're supposed to, as prescribed, can achieve an undetectable viral load, usually within 6 months after starting the treatment. So if you've been taking your medicine on a tight clock, on a good schedule like you're supposed to, in about 6 months' time, you will have an undetectable viral load. So yeah, you can run out to a rapid testing place like you did last night. I'm just saying, take the test. It'll come back negative. But if you take the in-depth test, which is what people with HIV or who live a high-risk sexual lifestyle, such as yourself, you know, parking lot, multiple partners, alleged substance abuse, you have to take the other test. And see, that test is going to still pop up positive. And see, you're not going to get the results from that test in one day. That takes a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days to get back. See, you popped up on my chart. I got my chart as well, and I know how those tests work. When you get the in-depth lab test, it takes normally 20. If they not bagged up, you can get it 24 to 48 hours. Normally, they tell you 48 to 72 hours. Am I right about it in the chat? That's my point. That's my point. See, you went out there and took a test last night. One of the little play that pop you in the arm, run back down, the rapid test. See, the reason we're not taking any credit stock in that test you put up, one, you've been known to lie. You tried to have me set up on a fake murder plot. So you've even said you prayed for my mom, my daddy, and my dog to die. Your credibility, I don't care what you do. We verify. We listen and then verify. Second source, neutral source. So what we're going to have from you, if you want us to believe this bullshit that you tried to pull off today, we need a doctor signature on some letterhead. And we're going to need the in-depth test. Because that rapid test is not going to produce the results. Exactly, sister. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if you've been on your prep for 6 months or longer, you could took a test last year, last week, last night. Still gonna come back. If you're taking the standard rapid test, it's gonna come back negative, non-reactive, all that good stuff. The stuff that you want everybody to think, oh, I don't have anything. I'm not saying you got it or don't got it. I don't know. Don't really care. Because everybody that you sleeping with is grown and consenting. And if they dumb enough to not give you a condom or demand you use a condom, or they use it, and since you're in power bottom, if they dumb enough to not use a condom, they get what they get. I'm just saying. Because ain't nobody accused you of doing nothing to no children, sexual assault nobody, raping nobody, infecting nobody. So it's your life, live it. But you took his bait. I don't know where he got his information from, but it obviously scared the crap out of Larry, and it hurt your little feelings because y'all out here doing a video today. Y'all didn't even wait 7 days. You was out here doing a video in 7 days. See, people over here read books and study and have gone to school. See, here's my thing to you. This is free game for you. If William McCray is lying on you, take him to court. I bet you won't do that though. Because then if you take him to court, you have to prove in a court of law that what he said was a lie. Which means you're going to have to take the in-depth blood work to the courtroom. That rapid test ain't going to do. Because he's going to say, Your Honor, the same thing I'm saying now. Your Honor, he lives a reckless lifestyle. He's a homosexual. And he has multiple partners and drug use and things of the like. And we need the in-depth lab results. And see, also, if you sue him, he's going to subpoena your medical records, and it's going to have a list of all the medications you take. And if anything like PrEP or anything pops up on there, all those medicines that mask you having HIV show up in your profile on my chart, case dismissed. Hey, it's a free country. You can sue a ham sandwich. Your boy sued me, and he didn't have nothing on me but lies. But because he had money to burn, and he spent about $500,000 taking me to court to get nothing. And y'all was out here talking about, oh, we winning this, we doing that. He spent $500,000 to try to shut me up, and people still out here talking about him and them 3 accusers. Now they talking about the 3 accusers, his money scams alleged, and his health status. And I'm not the one talking about it. Other people blew him out the water. His lover of 13 years confessed everything they did with the money that people were donating. Soccer player lover came out and said he saw the HIV medicine in the house. I did. Then your boy on audio admitting that he arranged a marriage. So he admitted to committing a felony, which will get him 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine for him and his cousin. Yeah, Wiggy, I get you. But see, on my chart, it lists all your medicine, past and present, from the time my chart was started with you. And like when I put my result on the screen, I'm not a high-risk person. I'm 50-something years old. I'm not out here willy-nilly. I don't think William's in the denial, ma'am. Everybody can see William McCray's gay. But that's another thing. But here's the issue I got with you, sir. And I ain't know you're not gonna get that apology. You're gonna get that offhand what you got there. You had to sit there because you his bitch. You had to sit there with your shoulder puffed out, that blouse you had on, and you had your wig flat iron, and you had to take that. And people in your chat was lighting him up like, why didn't you apologize? Why didn't you defend him? And you wouldn't even clap back. You pulled a king. You got King Jives today. You basically got King Jive. You got emasculated on your own platform. He took your little peanuts and just threw them over his shoulder. He took you, he stripped you of all of you. He bumped you down like y'all did, like y'all bragging how y'all did jive. He emasculated you right there on your screen. You didn't get your apology, and you had to take it. Because you are bought and paid for. You can't talk back, you can't clap back. All that big mouth that you got for everybody else, you can't have it for Larry, because all he's gonna do is say, well, you know what, you're free to go. Your bills not gonna get paid because you have no job, you have no education, you have no job skills. So you rely on him, and he knows that, and you know that. So all that big talk, oh, I'm just gonna get a regular job, I'm gonna get off the internet, I'm gonna go back to school, all of that. You and I both know that's a lie. You haven't had a job. You're 37, 38, give or take. You haven't had a job since you left high school, other than one job. You only had it for 6 months. So any employer gonna ask you, where have you been the last 21 years? And what have you been doing? You don't have an answer. You can't say, oh, I've been in the parking lot busting it open for trick money. You can't do that. You can't put that on the resume. Last 21 years, you don't have a resume. You don't. You can't say, oh, I'm a content creator, unless you're going into broadcast, which brings me another thing. Nice segue, Daryl. You really thought you were going to get that job on Fox TV. I'm tripping. A person that's been out here lying on people for the last 4 years or better, harassing people. And don't you think that when I had to get a civil stalking protection order against you, don't you think that popped up? When they checked your background out, all the thing they did was Google you. Don't you think that background, that criminal document that I filed at the courthouse downtown, don't you think that was one of the things that popped up? Then they started looking at other videos where you defending Larry Reid, somebody that's accused of molestation with underage boys, and you tied to him like this at the hip, and all your Larry Reid videos, all that pops up. Fox Soul is owned by Disney. They're not going to have you on their platform. You better go to trade school if you're talking about going to school. Because, see, you can be a hairdresser. You ain't cut out to be a truck driver. But that might be right up your alley because you like hanging around parking lots. So truck stops got them big parking lots. You can make you some money in and out the truck. I'm just saying. But hey, my civil stalking protection order pops up. All these videos you done made attacking people, harassing people for the last 4.5 years, lying, fake murder plot video, all of that stuff pops up. So when they did the background on you, they're not going to hire you. They're not going to give you $150,000, $200,000 a year contract. You're a liability. You open them up to massive civil lawsuits. You open them up to losing massive sponsorships. They're not going to do business with you. Hell, I'm surprised they haven't blocked you so you can't even log on to look at their content. That's how bad off you are. Your reputation gets there before you do, and it stinks. It's like rotting fish and meat that's been in the sun for 3-4 days. That's your reputation. And you sold your soul for 40 pieces of silver, and now you can't come back from it. You got to keep, even though you want to get off the Larry Reid train, you can't, because it's the only thing that's paying you. Nobody else is going to fool with you. Nobody else is going to pay you. And the day comes where Larry no longer has use for you and he gets rid of you, you're going to be up shit creek. Yeah. You're not going to get on Fox Soul. You're not going to get on nowhere. You can click to my old Claudia or whatever, because you know what's going to happen. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you were to get hired. People like me and everybody else that you've harassed and everybody that supports people that you've harassed going to all start contacting Fox Soul and start hitting up Claudia Jordan and be like, hey, why do y'all have this guy over here? And they're going to start sending links. And I'm going to send the court document. I'm like, hey, I had to get a restraining order against this dude. And this is what he did. He had my mother, he had his friend record my mother, and they played it on the internet. My mother has dementia. She's now deceased. And I'm going to tell her, she was in her 80s, and this is what they did to my mother. This guy said he prayed for my father to die. He died. He was 87. And all of that's coming with me. Any job you get, I'm going to be contacting. Because you did that. Like you saying, well, you expect Larry to apologize to you? You owe me an apology. Because you did everything you did, knowing I wasn't lying and knowing I hadn't done anything wrong. But because you were paid to do it, you went out here and you harassed the hell out of me for 4.5 years. And until I get all my licks back, oh, you have only begun to see the misery that I'm going to inflict on your ass. Every chance I get. So if you get a job working at Dunkin' Donuts in the drive-thru, and I'm like, hey, why y'all got this fool out here in y'all drive-thru? You're going to lose that job. You got a job, you better keep it to yourself. Because as soon as somebody in the atmosphere tell me that you're working somewhere of substantial income, oh, I'm shutting that down. You heard it here first. Oh, that's some good dark liquor right there. So, yeah, you were crying. You're jealous of Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins ain't accused of the stuff you doing. Armand Wiggins ain't been arrested in a parking lot on 2 Notch Road, busting it open. I'm going to call and let them know your true nature, who you really are, and what you've been doing to people for the last 4.5 years. Putting they sick, praying for people's elderly parents to die, recording them without their consent and putting it on the YouTube for your own personal shits and giggles because you thought it was funny. But the judge that gave me the restraining order didn't think it was funny. No, she didn't. So you go out there and see, you had to kiss and make up. You talked all big. I'm done. I'm this. And I don't like the internet. And I'm going to go to school. And then you're like, wait a minute. If I go to school, that means I got to get a job. I got to pay my own bills. I don't have no education. I don't have no job skills. Oops. I better make up with him. And see, he couldn't stand. See, y'all like symbiotic relationship, like a parasite. He needs you, you need him. He can't have you out there windmilling in the wind because you know what about it is buried. So he got to keep paying you. And I hope that you got a big payoff this time because you got a lot of dirt on him that you could ruin him. Well, he's already headed that way, but you would put the final. I mean, you wouldn't just ruin him. You would destroy him. You would kill him. If you talk. So he had to keep you quiet. So that's why you came out there, your hair newly flat ironed and your new blouse and Pancake 38 makeup and all that. Please click like and share for the 475 of you that are here across my platform. Please click like and share. Thank you. And if you feel so led, my Cash App is right here below my name. I really appreciate it. No super chats, please, because super chat, when you super chat, they keep 40% of that money that you sending me. Super chat, I get all of it. So, yeah, I don't know if you can wear a good wig on a job. See, the only kind of job that you can get, sir, you might be able to be a bartender or a waitress somewhere. But you can't go to anybody's day job. We were talking about the other day. You can't go nobody's day job with them Party City wigs on and dress like you dress. You're not going to be able to get a good paying job that will sustain you. So you got to work somewhere like a bar or a restaurant. And then you're going to have your hair tied back in a ponytail, or you're going to have a hairnet or something on because if you're serving food or drinks or whatever, you can't be Ashford and Simpson around people's food. They're not going to do that. They're going to fire you. So that's just the reality of it. That's why you over there today like a little bitch looking into the camera like this, like, and your face was cracked because you was waiting on an apology or a rebuke of William McRae, and no rebuke came. Only rebuking came from in your comments. The people that was rocking with you and the people that didn't like Larry and said what Larry did was fucked up, they were rebuking him, but Larry didn't rebuke William McRae. He has needs of William McRae, needs that he can meet that you can't. See, William McRae can get indoors that you can't get in. See, yeah. It'll come to you while you laying up there tonight looking up in the ceiling. And yeah, you can be a waitress. Welcome to IHOP. No, I don't think IHOP would hire him. I'll take it back. He's more of a Waffle House kind of girl, I would think. Waffle House, iron skillet type person. Scattered, smothered, and covered. Yep. So, yeah, that's him in a nutshell. We're making good time. So you realize that, and you had to go on and get it together, and you were sitting there with your face cracked because you're not gonna get an apology. As close, he kind of like, he ain't gonna throw William under the bus either. You did, but he not, because he needs William. And then, like, he was sitting there with you. Oh, and he trying to, well, I didn't know that was going on. I went over to his platform. He was trying to deflect from his part in it. He was complicit in it. He knew what that boy was gonna say about you before he got on there. Don't you be no fool now. You might be stupid, but don't you be no damn fool. He knew what that boy was gonna say about you before he said it, because he's an actor. He's a con man. He's not an actor, because I'm a professional actor. He's a con man. He played you like a sucker today, and you bought it because you bought and paid for it. So, but anyway, back to my notes. You groomed concubine you. But see, you pretended like you had split with him, and you had this falling out. You was permanently done with him, blah, blah, blah. But all of that, you was conning. Sitting there in the dark crying. I'm going to let your words speak for you. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm going to let your words speak for you. This is what he said, y'all. Y'all heard him, but I'm going to let him play it again. This in the beginning of this audio. Just listen.
I just feel like I'm in the dark. Just holding on. I gotta go.
Fuck that. He gonna cry in the car.
See, you talking about you was in the dark, and to quote Marcellus, yeah, you in the dark. You feel like you're in the dark. That's because you were sitting in the dark. Turn on the goddamn light. Stop crying. Wipe your little snotty nose. I mean, big fake tears. Academy Award tears coming out face. You had that little bull ring, earring in your nose, snot coming dripping off of that, all down in your mouth. Yeah. You put on a good thing. We almost bought your brand of bullshit too. I mean, but see, here's the thing. Your whole crying game was a good scam that was devised by y'all ahead of time. Because see, he's very, very strategic, very cunning. Well, he tries to be. Oh, no, that he don't cry in the car. Yeah, I added that. That was me putting everything together. You know, that's my filmmaking contribution. A little skit I like to do. Y'all want to see it again? I'm going to play it later anyway. Your crying game, this whole thing is a deflection. And it almost worked until I thought about it. And then I talked to other people. Oh, just sit tight, Eric. Ain't nobody weaponizing his HIV status. That was the lie that they put out over there. Good try, though. They tried it. They tried to do that over there today. Oh, and that they put it in the title. Criminals weaponizing your health status. Nobody's weaponizing anything. Either you got HIV or you don't. Ain't no weapons in that. Oh, to use that as a read. I'm not gay, so I'm not reading anybody or anything. So that don't even apply to me. I'm not in the gay community. I don't use their terminology and their lingo. But it was a deflection. Your crying game was a deflection. Oh, he hurt me, and I'm just through in. I was a good friend, and he wasn't a friend, a mutual friend, and I'm just done with him. All of that was a deflection. You knew you wasn't going nowhere, and he knew you wasn't going nowhere because he owns you. So you're gonna have to do what he say when he say it, how he says it. So this whole thing was a deflection, and it almost worked. It almost worked. But I'm going to call bullshit, and this is why. This was to take attention off the fact that Vincent Terrell Hill, in his video, outed Larry Reid as a gay man once and for all. We've always speculated. We've always said we think he's gay. We've always said that. But Vincent Terrell Hill came online and admitted that he was not 13 days, not 13 hours, not 13 minutes, 13 seconds, 13 years. Him and that man were lovers for 13 years while he was married to his wife and making babies with his wife. That he and Larry had sex for 13 years. They were lovers for 13 years. He was one of many, but at the time he was thinking that, you know, him and Larry was exclusive. But as we now know, that's not the case, because the young men were around that accused Larry were around during the same time that him and Vincent was getting down. You know, Lester came later. Lester came later, toward the end. So anyway, your crying game was an attempt to deflect from the heat, because when ever since his video dropped accusing Larry of what he did, everybody been on Larry's head. Everybody. So Larry had to do something to slow the momentum down from that heat. Hence, crying game. Good old parking lot thought. My right hand in the clutch, man. Gonna help me come up with this bullshit. And you devised this falling out. So William McCray, none to the wise of what y'all plot was. He's used William before. He know you don't like William. You know you don't like William. So William McCray was just thinking, oh, this is my opportunity to throw some shots at CTV. So he threw that out there. And then Larry was like, oh, you know, couldn't even fake it good. He knew what he was going to say about you. William didn't know that y'all already worked it up. So then you come out, you were crying and you said you were through and all that, which we all now know is a lie, because y'all back together 7 days later and you got new hair and a new blouse. So anyhow, it was a feeble attempt to deflect from the 13-year gay relationship that he had with Vincent Hill. It was also a feeble attempt to slow down the momentum about people questioning his health status, because ain't that much makeup in the world. Oh, well, I'm on a vegan diet. I'm on a high immune system challenge. Okay, I've lost weight. I had weight loss surgery. I lost weight. At a certain point, even with this weight loss surgery, your body tapers off once it reaches a certain level, it stops. When you're on a diet, once you reach your goal, you stop dieting. His weight just continues to drop. He's gone from, now this shirt hanging loose off of me is a large, and I'm 6'4", and I'm hovering at 195, 200 pounds. This shirt hangs off me. Now, when it used to be, well, it's actually extra large. I tell you that. This is extra large. So you see how it hangs off me. I wear a large. He was bigger than me. I wear a large. This is extra large. So this shirt would have been snug on him. He went from this size. Now he wears a small, which means he's the equivalent of 120 pounds. Right? And one of the outfits that he was giving away to his big money givers was a size 6. That's a woman's size. So what's he doing with women's pajamas and a bathrobe in size 6? That's a small woman's size. And he giving that away. Huh? Am I right about it? Am I talking right out there? Of course he did. That was the objective. But he's gonna fail miserably, because you don't know what other evidence, sir, that Vincent got on you, Larry Reid. You might want to go somewhere and let this one blow over, hopefully, but it ain't gonna blow over, because people is talking about it. People talking about it. And just like everywhere Consciouz TV go and try to get a job, Fox Soul or any other soul, where you go, like BET when you was on Kingdom Business, and out of there. Everywhere y'all go, you're going to have to explain yourself about those 3 accusers and all the stuff you've done to people. You're going to have to explain that everywhere you go for the rest of your life. for the rest of your life. It ain't gonna go away. Because just because one person stopped making videos, there are hundreds of videos out there about them 3 accusers and what you accuse of doing. And you got on CTV show today and said, I'm not putting up my status report. Of course you're not. Of course you're not, sir. Because we have people on that interview with Tasha K that said they was in your house and saw your HIV medicine. We have people that said that on Tasha K's show said that you pay for them to take PrEP so that y'all can have unprotected sex. All that's evidence. Nobody accused CTV of none of that kind of stuff. They accuse you of that. They didn't accuse CTV. They accuse you of that. The only person that questioned CTV status is William McCray. And for him to come out and risk being sued for slander and defamation, he must know something that you don't want known, because your eyes got as big as this microphone when he said it. He was like, it was a look that you gave him. How does he know about that? How does he know about that? Oh my God, that was the look you gave, like you were a deer in the headlights. So you had to hurry up and you had to distance yourself from that. But then your boyfriend, your boo thing over here, got mad because you didn't defend him or check him. Because my educated guess, I'm just gonna say it, I think that William McCray knows something, and I'm about 80 to 85% certain that what he's saying is truthful. And y'all are scared that he might, because you know when William McCray get on the trail, he presses the gas all the way to the floor, and he's not gonna let up no matter what, because he don't have nothing to lose, because you already know he hates you, CTV. He hates you because you had him served with court documents in a grocery store, and you did a live streaming podcast while he was being served, and you laughed at him. So he don't like you or Larry, because Larry had him get fired from working with Jordan, and now Larry has that job that he had. He wants both of you. I don't know how him and Larry, well, I do. Larry paid him. Thank you, Philosophy. Thank you. William McCray will dig up what you ate last year for supper on Thanksgiving Day. William McCray gonna find it. So when he said what he said, and he said it emphatically, he didn't stutter, he didn't, well, I think I heard, he said it emphatically. He didn't say I heard, he said, well, he wasn't spreading secondhand information. He was saying I heard, which means he probably just sitting on, he been holding that ace in the hole, waiting for the right time to drop it on the table. He knows something. But I know this much: Larry and William won't be friends past Memorial Day, because you, CTV, you're gonna make it your business to put a wedge between them, and you started it already because you were sitting there in your feelings. Because you might not say nothing online because you know better, because your money will get funny. You wounded, you're in the water. William McCray's a shark, and he smelled the blood in the water. He's coming in for the kill. I'm gonna tell you that now. You do what you want to. So if there's some truth to what he's saying, you might as well come on out and admit it, because he's not gonna let up. He's not gonna let up. So if what he's saying is true, you might as well get ahead of this story. Like Larry Reid always said, get ahead of the story. You might as well get ahead of it, because he coming for you. He gonna get you. I'm gonna tell you that now. If there's any truth to what he said, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Ain't nothing can stop it. He gonna get you. You can threaten lawsuits and all. He don't care about that. Because he already in an old video, he said if he ever see you face to face, he said you better kill him. That's what he said about you. If he ever see you face to face, you better kill him. That's what he said back yonder. So he got blood in his eye for you. Go out there and mess with him if you want to. You let them people in your chat put a battery in your back, they ain't got to tussle with him. You do. William don't have, hey, you right, you know what? Here's the funny part. William McCray don't never have to mention this again, ever, it has gone viral. He don't ever have to mention this again. Somebody's gonna always bring it up. And it won't even have to come off William McCrae's lip. Well, what about what William McCrae said? It's gonna always come out there. The same way we told Larry. Every time Larry turned around, he started running his mouth. Somebody gonna always pop up, ask him about them 3 accusers. Somebody gonna always ask him about his business dealings. It's always gonna happen. They're gonna always talk about his 5-inch penis that he only gets 3 minutes of use out of at a time. Which makes me wonder, this is another side note. How are you gay dudes going so crazy about Larry Reid? He got y'all fighting over each other over him, arguing and calling each other names. He got 5 inches. That's about yay long. No, that's like from here to here on my hand. That's right, from here to my fingertip. 5 inches, and he can only last 3 minutes. And y'all going to war over this dude, and he's not attractive. But y'all crazy about him. What is it he telling y'all? Oh, it's got to be must be the money. It must be the money. I don't know if William McCrae, Vincent ever gave William a fire. I hope he didn't, because I told him not to. I hope he didn't. And William McCrae out here with these press-on nails and clicking and clacking. All of y'all are just a sideshow. Something to see. But what I do know, and I'm gonna pick with you for a minute. We're gonna take a commercial break, and this is not the perfect song for you, Consciouz. I'm about to share it with you. You ready? And everybody gonna sing along with me, I hope. Y'all sing along with me now, because we got to do it up now. We got to do it up. Hold on now. Sing with me. Sing it with me. Sing it. Damn it. Boom. We had a chance. I can't sing worth a shit, but read the screen anyway. What made you try these childish games? What made you want to use me? Don't ever mess with somebody that's standing comedy. I'll light your ass up. And you're about to lose me, Larry. You're about to lose me. I've been a fool. You gave me the runaround. Oh. But it's over now, bitch. You stood me up and you put me down in front of all your best friends. Hang it with me. Love to show yourself in front of all the other men. Ooh. Good thing. You telling the girls that I don't mind. That's a lie. This fool of yours is missing. Where you at? In that trailer that Larry paid for. Oh, look out now. Sing it. Sing the hook. but it should be over now, but it ain't. You've been a fool for Larry, and it should be over now. Woo! Look out now. Just gonna let that ride out real slow. Ladies and gentlemen, section chocolate. To try these childish games. This is what you need to be whispering in his ear. What made you try to use me, Larry? So now today we're not the same, and you're about to lose me unless you spend some more money. Live on WMBN radio. Oh. It's over now. It's over. It's over. You gonna? It ain't nothing to do. Oh, look. Oh, look at EL. We believe in booty lift. Oh, look out. You can't fuck with the police. You can't fuck with the police. Oh, let me stop. Oh. The last thing you want to do like me. That's the last thing you want to do with a guy like me who did stand-up comedy for 5 years. I will take everything you do and flip it on you and make your life a living hell, and I'll make fun of you about it. That's why I'm waiting for Larry to drop his rap song, because I'm gonna have a field day when he do. Yep. Okay. So no, they say he got a mushroom tip, like a little mushroom. So I'm just saying, see, all of this stuff, your crying game, this is my last point. I'm gonna let everybody get out of here. Your crying game was a feeble attempt to deflect from his 13-year love affair with Vincent Terrell Hill. It was an attempt to deflect from his health issues. It was an attempt to deflect from the skin lesions that we see with our own two eyes, the weight loss, the skin lesions. It was an attempt to deflect from the fact that Vincent Terrell Hill said that they traveled the world and lived in the best hotels and ate the best food off the money donated to the NBN network. It was a deflection from the fact that the NBN network is a nonprofit that he's required to submit upon request of his Form 990. And he has yet to do that. And I've requested that multiple times. Other people have requested. It's a deflection from the fact that he runs a nonprofit, that he is the sole person listed on the website as every office that's supposed to be held all the way across. He's listed as the one who makes all the decisions. There's no checks and balances. When you have a nonprofit, you have to have a board, and it has to be listed with the state Secretary of State and the federal government because you get federal funds. So all that. So this, your crying games is a deflection from all of that. But it almost worked. But y'all failed to realize you're dealing with people over here that are educated. You see all that stuff behind me? That's not for show. Those are actual certificates and degrees and stuff. That's what we are about over here. Not just me, all of us. See, your followers, they're a little bit more educated. They're high school graduates. Some even college. I saw one lady over there. She's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. I don't know what she's doing following you. I guess she likes to mess. But your boys' followers are female between the age of 35 and 55, with or without kids, 7th grade on average education. That means they couldn't even have an intelligent conversation with a high school senior because that high school senior is 5 years more advanced than they are. So he's able to tell lies to them and get away with it. You can hucklebuck around with people because yours is hovering around 12th grade level. People over here, college educated, trade school, military, retired, you name it, educated people over here. You can't just pee up in the air and then tell us it's lemonade falling out the sky. It don't fly with us. You have to have proof. And see, when you went out here and took that rapid test last night, you took the bait from William McRae, and you went out here, see, I got this, and I got a state test from last year, and you had Quest Diagnostic, and you had it all on the screen, but they were all like Google Drive and Word documents. See, we know you and Andrea Garrison was in your chat last night, that 5.5 hour live that y'all did from midnight to 6 in the morning, 5 hours and 50 minutes. And she was in your chat. She's been known to falsify documents. You too. Photoshop and edit them up as you want to see them. We need the in-depth test and a note from your doctor before we believe anything. See, we wouldn't even be having this discussion had you not taken William McRae's bait, because nobody cared whether you were HIV positive or not. Because everybody that you deal with are consenting adults. Nobody cares. That's your business and your lover's business, your partner's business, whatever the case may be. But when you try to throw a little shade my way, talking about criminals weaponizing someone's status, let me tell you something. I got 2 words for you. It would behoove you to listen to these 2 words I'm going to give you. And everybody in the chat already know who this person is. Brandon Cooper. You better go away and leave me alone. Don't ever throw no shot and shade, or whatever y'all gay people call it. Don't ever throw no shots at me. Because you remember, we were the ones that got him safely away from you, put him in a hotel, fed him, gave him some clothes, and then put him on an airplane the next day after you destroyed his cell phone and threw bleach on his clothes in the front yard. We got him to safety away from you because you held him against his will for 3 days. And there's some things he said, sir, about your health status, sir, and your proclivity for narcotics, sir, that you don't want to see the light of day, that I never put out there. That's all I'm going to say. Go on about your business. See, nobody cared about your status, positive or negative. See, everybody, only people we cared about his, Larry Reid's, because he had 3 accusers that were underage that said Larry Reid did something to me. We have a person that said, I was a virgin, Larry Reid forced himself on me, and then when I went to take a physical, I found out I had HIV, and he was the only person I'd been with against my will. That's why we on his head. Nobody cared about you, but you took William McRae's bait. I don't know if he's telling the truth on you or not. Don't care. But you felt the need to put your status up because you windmilling with Larry. I was like, my thing, I was like, okay, Larry, I did mine, your turn. Then you got in there running your mouth. So I said, okay, put yours up too. You did. You put up something. Don't believe, I don't hold stock in it because you live a high-risk lifestyle. A rapid test, you took a rapid test last night. And then, see, this is how smart people work. Even with the rapid test, your doctor wouldn't turn around and that same night, after hours, send you a message talking about, well, there's no sign of whatever. He's not going to see the results until the next day. And if he has a busy caseload the next day, he's not going to respond to you until the day after. Now, your results will be on my chart, but he might not send you a message on my chart for at least 24 to 48 hours. He's not going to respond to you. You took the test last night. 20, 30 minutes later, he's sending you a message talking about, well, all your tests are negative, Don't work that way. But see, the people over there with you will believe that because they follow you because you the smartest nutbag in the room. But that don't work over here. If you want to prove something to somebody, do it live while you getting that needle pulled in your arm when they drawing blood out. Show us the receipt that they give you, date, time on it, what test you took, and what they checking for. If you really want to shut this down with William McCrae, that's what you do. Don't come out here with some half-ass cop scheme. Oh, I took a test last night. You took a rapid test. And if you are on medication for at least 6 months, on time like you're supposed to, you're going to be non-detectable. That doesn't prove anything. You just took a test that show that you were non-detectable. Doesn't prove that you don't have HIV. It just proved that they didn't detect it, because if you're taking medication, you're not going to be detectable in a rapid standard test. But if they give you the in-depth test, it's going to always show. No, Terry, Larry has not taken any test and said he's not going to. So, because see, we got a person out here that was at Larry's level for 13 years. And then, I got to stop right there, right there. But just know, I know more than he thinks I know. And then we got the soccer player, Lester, that said he was in your house and saw your HIV meds and that you had paid for him to get on PrEP because y'all were having unprotected sex. So y'all better go somewhere and sit down, because if William McCrae get the scent, William McCrae gonna finish you. See, he don't want to just stop you from being on the internet. William McCrae wants to destroy you. He don't want to just shut your program down. He wants to destroy you. William McCrae really want to kill both of y'all, truth be told. If he could get away with killing y'all, y'all would be deceased. But he not going to prison. So that's the only thing got y'all still breathing as far as he's concerned. But y'all please, Cash App right there, Pen Pal, Venmo, Zelle. I appreciate you, because I'm telling the truth. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing. I'm not out here random dicking. So, it is what it is. So, this, it is what it is, people. I'm so tired. So, it is what it is. You out here random, willy-nilly, doing what you do. And y'all better leave William McCrae alone. Because see, don't let them big hats and acrylic nails fool you. William McCrae really wants to do harm to you physically, the two of you. He really want to put his hands on you. If he can figure out any way to get something done to one of y'all, you good as God. Thank you. Thank you very much. He's still live. He's been on live since 6:30. Whenever this is how he work, Wiggy. Whenever I announce I'm coming online, either he'll be online at the exact same time as me, or either he'll come in midway of me to try to draw some of y'all from over here to go to him. And then his boy will come on right after, and they try to pinch me in between. That's how they do. That's why I didn't announce this live until around 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Because I know what he was gonna do. When he saw I was coming on, when I announced this morning, I did a little short video this morning. I said, I'm coming on later on tonight. I didn't say what time, but he just started 6:30, and he's gonna stay on until watch. As soon as I log off this show, he will log off. But what he think he's accomplishing by doing that is by think he keeping his people away from me. Only thing they're gonna do, they're not watching me live, but as soon as he log off, they're gonna come over here and see what I got to say. And then some of them gonna go back and tell him what I said. Or some of them gonna pretend that they support him, they're gonna leave from over there and they're gonna come watch. Like, yeah, I heard him live. Let me go and hear what Dale got to say. And that's what they do. Because like within an hour of me logging off, I jump up, I got almost 2,000 views. Within an hour and a half, 2,000. Just like that. Because people know I'm telling the truth. They can put whatever they want on the screen. Go by what your eyes see, ladies and gentlemen. Go by what your eyes see, your eyes, whether you wear glasses or not. Look at me. Look at me. I'm going to put the picture of myself up. I want you to look at me. Here I am. Here I am. Now, here I am. Right here. This is what a healthy man look like. I am 6'4", 195, 200 pounds. That's what I look like right there. That shirt I got on is a large, and it fits me correctly. It's not hanging off me. That's a large. Now, Reid is about 6 feet, 6'1", so he's 2-3 inches shorter than me. He's gone from an extra large, which means he was heavier than me. He was about 215. So he's dropped from 215 down to 120 pounds. He's lost 95 to 100 pounds. He's gone from an extra large shirt to a small, which means he's very frail. Like that picture that he had of himself sitting in that window in Mexico in those red, white, and blue drawers. That's him. That's how small he's dropped. He's 120 pounds. If he was a boxer, he would be fighting in the bantamweight division. That's them little bitty people you see, skin and bone, under 120 pounds. That's how much weight he's lost since last year. He's lost 100 pounds, almost 100 pounds. 95 to 100 pounds. That's how much that's sickness. Now, I had weight loss surgery. In the first month of my gastric bypass, I dropped 81 pounds, but it was all fat. I was fat. I was 425 pounds. So only thing I was losing was water, weight, and fat. I burned all of that off to what you see now. I lost fat. He didn't have no fat to begin with. When he started losing weight, he was the size I am now. I don't have all this fat on me. I got wrinkled skin because I'm old. And I lost so much weight because my skin was scratched. So I had to get, last October, I had to get my tummy worked on. But this is what he started at. I started at 425 pounds. He started here and dropped down to what you see now, 120 pounds. On a 6-foot frame. You know how Michael Jackson looked before he died, how thin he is? Michael Jackson weighed 120 pounds, 125 pounds on a 6'1" frame. That's how small Larry Reid is. And you saw how his chest bones, all that was shown. Yes, that's how he looks under his clothes. Because Michael Jackson was 6'1", 125 pounds when he died. And he's 5 pounds smaller than that. A lot of people don't realize, Google when we get off here, what 5 pounds of muscle and fat looks like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 120 pounds. 120 pounds. That's what you're looking at. And he out here, not only is he thin as a rail, as a pencil, he's not only thin, but he's looking like this. Don't believe me. Believe your own eyes. Don't believe me. That's why, look at, he was on live with Consciouz TV today. Did he show his face? No, he showed his emoji. He didn't show his face. CTV was on the air, not him, because this is what he looks like now. He can't have, he's wearing turbans on his head to hide that, what that bandage. He has a big bump and lesion right there. And all the spots where you see where there's circles on that picture, those are all where he has lesions and bumps, big swollen pussy bumps popping up. That's what he's hiding. That's why when he come online, he's got the emoji flashing. That's why if he comes on his lives, that's why he hadn't been doing so many lives lately. He's been taking pictures and posting pictures, but he makes sure he has a whole shitload of makeup on when he do. And he wearing shades and he's wearing hats. Tell him to take the shades off and do like this and look you in the camera. You'll see the truth. You don't have to like, ladies and gentlemen, the Bush people, because people over here, they rock with me. You people in the back that don't like, you ain't never got to like me. But do the eyeball test. Do the smell test. If it don't look right and don't smell right, damn it, it ain't right. Look for yourself. You don't have to like me, but you can never call me a liar and be telling the truth. You can never say I'm lying. Look for yourself. Oh, of course he did. We see that. Exactly, Trina. Exactly, Yaya. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to agree with nothing I say. But go and look for yourself. Then get online and say, symptoms of such and such and such and such. And then look at what you see versus what them symptoms are. And see if they don't match up. And then rewind in your computer up here what you've been told. Oh, I'm not taking no test. Lester said that before they start having sex, say, hey, let's go get tested. No, I'm not going. And they had an argument about it. They had a fight. But then when he finally did look around in the house, he saw the medication bottle. Do your own homework. Do your own research. Don't listen to me. Do your own research. Do your own research. Don't listen to nothing I say. Don't take my word for nothing. Look it up for yourself. You saw that picture. That was his picture that he posted online. And then it went viral with all that stuff on him. He wearing a turban on his head. Hold on. Let me see. Did I take that picture down? I sure the hell did, but guess what? I can put it right back in. Just to give you an idea real quick. Just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So there we go. I'm going to let you see this here. So you just look. Just look. This is now. This is now. That's why he don't come online. That's why he don't come online and show his face. This is now. This is now. The turban is to hide the sores in his head. This is right now. That's him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's him. That's him. That's what he don't want you to see. Ain't nothing about weaponizing nobody's health. Ain't nothing about weaponizing. No, we weaponizing our defense of the young people against predators. 3 young men accused this guy of doing something to him. One of them, you already know what he said. And then what did he do? He didn't sue them. He sued me. Yes, Lady VV, look at him. Look at him. Last year, this time, he was 10, 15 pounds heavier than I am right now. Now he's 120 pounds. In a year's time, he's lost 100 pounds. He's lost 100 pounds in a year on a 6-foot frame. He's 6 feet, 120 pounds. He used to weigh 215. Now he's like 120 pounds. This is him. This ain't me talking. This is him. This is him. For the 400 of you that are still here with me, please click like and share, because I'm about to get out here in a minute. But you tried though, CTV. You tried. You put up a good fight, but you keep pushing yourself down the rabbit hole. You keep going down that rabbit hole. All you had to do is ignore William McRae. If what he said was a lie, all you had to do is ignore him, get your boy Larry to hire a lawyer, and then you sue him. But if you sue him and he's telling the truth, or just even this much of it is factual, in court, you're gonna have to produce all your medical records and all the lists of medication that you've had off of my chart. All your medicine. So, oh, well, I'm not taking this. Okay, that's what you say. Produce that test along with your medications. I'll wait. Now, I don't have no dog in this fight because I ain't messing with you. But see, William McRae not gonna let up off of you. I'm gonna tell you that now. Exactly, the prophet. Exactly. Exactly. There it is. You're a hypocrite. You're attacking somebody for doing the exact same thing that you're accused of doing. In fact, worse. Because everybody that Jakes is accused of messing with is grown. Hey. Y'all please bless the Cash App on the ticket tape at the bottom. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, CTV. If I announce that I'm coming on 8 o'clock, he's going to come on 6:30, 7 o'clock to try to keep the crowd from coming over to me. Or if I'm coming on at 8 o'clock, he'll come on at 7:30 to try to draw people from here to go over to him. Now watch. As soon as I end this live, he's going to end his because he has no other reason to stay on. Because see, I don't do 2 and 3 lives. He was on last night at midnight, 11 midnight. Stayed on. I woke up this morning when I was watching CNN about the boat crashing in Baltimore. It was 5:45 in the morning, and he was just wrapping up that show. He had done that show ended up being 5 hours and 50 minutes and some seconds that he did about this foolishness right here. He did a 5-hour show this morning, all night last night. So he sat up all night, did that show, got up again today, and still was on there. I don't know if Larry's still over there with him or not, but he was on at 6:30. He probably stay on because he's gonna want to see what I say, because he's gonna stay on a little bit past me. So whatever I just said, he's gonna try to debunk it or issue a rebuttal. I'm not gonna follow him back up. I got the rest of my week. I'm enjoying myself chilling. I agree, Miss Johnson, D. Johnson. Exactly, because people lie on me every day. I don't go tit for tat. Now, if it's something really egregious where you're questioning my integrity or something that's life or death, I'll address it. But if it's just you making up some lie, y'all been lying on me for 4.5 years. I have not addressed every lie y'all told. Only one I really went out there at was when you accused me of threatening to kill Larry, put 2 in his chest. I had to address that because I couldn't let that just lay. I couldn't just ignore that. I had to address that. I had to take action on that one. How's he able to stay up 5-6 hours? He don't have no job, Terry. Where he going to work at? He don't have no job. So he can sit up all night, sleep all day, and be up all night. He up all night long. Yeah, they gonna mess around and make me bring the puppy mug back. And that's when I'm gonna get real hostile around here. Oh boy. But I never cared about your status because everybody you dealing with was grown. Now, you go back and tell a lie. I have never, until that boy dropped that bomb last week, mentioned this situation about you because I didn't care. Because everybody you deal with is an adult, as far as I know. Never heard anybody accuse you of child molestation. I'm going to say that again. Ladies and gentlemen and people in the back, I have never heard anybody accuse Consciouz TV of being a child molester, intentionally spreading a STD, infecting somebody with an STD, committing sexual assault or rape on anybody. I've never heard any of those things about Consciouz TV. Ever. From anyone. So let that be known. But William McCrae said that you got something. So William McCrae, if he slandered or defamed you, there's a remedy for that in a court of law. But if he's telling the truth on you, you might want to just go and take this L, take it on the chin and go on about your business. And hope, and eventually it'll die down because there are people that don't like you. There are people that don't like him. But you keep taking shots at him like you did that. Oh, he only got so and so many people watching him. It's not how many people watch him. It's who watches him. It's who watches him. Because your name already been thrown under the bus on some large social media platforms. They were dogging Larry and they threw your name in the mix. So if you ever have any hopes of working on Fox or any other platform that pop up, leave William McCrae alone, because if you're going to tip back and forth with William McCrae, you can kiss all that goodbye. Because see, sooner or later, the train is coming into the station with Larry Reid. His days are numbered. I mean, he is done. And if you continue to be attached to him, you done. Well, you pretty much ruined your potential to go beyond him. Because, like I say, if the boy dig into your background, you go to court. And you already came out here on social media because we got it. Evidently, you say, well, you don't monetize your channel anymore. And as money hungry and as greedy as you are, materialistic as you are. Exactly. Tasha K released that about you. Wiggy, that thing with the boat is still under investigation. And the ship malfunction. It wasn't their fault. It was something that happened. But anyway, you turn to CNN, they're talking about it now. And we'll get off. They've been talking about it all day. You better think. You better think. What was I lost my train of thought. It'll come to me. But anyway, you talking about you stop monetizing. Everybody know you love money. You do whatever you can to get some money in your pocket. And for you to come out here and not monetize your channels with the large following you got, because I know how much I get when I'm just doing this once a week just for fun and getting a little something on the side to cover my few bills. So I can only imagine with you being this your source of income and you do it every day 24/7. So I can imagine what you're trying to generate. And for you to say you don't monetize, you make too many videos for you not to monetize. But you can't monetize. This is my theory. I'm gonna say just for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna say you HIV positive. I'm gonna say you drawing SSI. And like I read earlier, This is from a person that I know, a couple of people that I know. I got a couple of classmates. Thank you for the Cash App. I got a couple of people that I know that work in government that deal with disabilities and things of that nature, and a couple of people that are attorneys that specialize in getting people set up on their disabilities. So I'm going to read to you one more time before I let y'all go what the deal is. I asked the person, how much money each month can a person on SSI get without getting in trouble? How much money? The response was, they cannot have over in any banking account in their name. They cannot have over $2,000 in an account, and they cannot make over $1,110 a month. So once your SSI hit the bank, you got to dwindle it down some kind of way. You got to keep it under $2,000 each month. So when they direct deposit you, so you basically a functioning poor person, because your rent, you get in an apartment like Timothy Blaine, so all that money that go in your pocket, you're not paying any rent. You got Medicaid, all that. But if you're making over that, because you're getting these Google AdSense checks every 21st of the month, and you're getting Cash Apps, and you're getting that money from Patreon because you have a Patreon site, and see all that's income because they send you a 1099 from your Cash Apps, your Patreon, and Google AdSense. They send you 1099s, and all those 1099s go to the IRS. So if they red flag you because you drawing SSI, because these departments are on the same computer system, so if you get flagged by the IRS, the Social Security Administration is going to flag you too, because they're going to share the information. So that's why you ain't out here monetizing your videos. And that's what's going to happen to you. I'm not a fool. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night, because I was driving out stressed. Why did boy, as much as he loved money, why he not monetizing his videos? Oh, then Timothy Blaine, I was looking at my phone at the light because he had done a video and it popped up. I said, wait a minute, Timothy Blaine got into it with this guy a couple years back. The guy threatened to call Social Security on him, turn him in, get him put out his apartment, his subsidized apartment, and have his Social Security SSI taken from him. And he was panicking. He was on, and then Timothy Blaine came on social media, LRLers, because he was still friends with your boy Larry. LRLers, help me, please, help me, please. We made fun of him, we made skits about it. Help me, because every so often you hear us say, LRLers, help me, please, help me, please. That's what we talking about. So that made me say, what if this boy is on SSI and he don't monetize because he don't want that income trail, he don't want that paper trail. But what you don't know is, if somebody gives you money, you have to report all money given to you. If they investigate and found out you're not reporting your money, you're still in trouble. Gonna be out here 5 minutes because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. You're gonna be in trouble. So William McCray pissed y'all. Larry hurt your feelings. You're gonna have to take them 2 L's. Larry not gonna apologize to you. He didn't already bought you and paid for you. He got you got your wig flat ironed and got you a new blouse. You sat there like a good little bitch and you did what he told you to do. You asked him the questions. He told you it was okay for you to ask, and you just had to take it on the chin like a little boy. He emasculated you today. Then William McCray put you on Front Street. But if you go out here and go tit for tat with William McCray and call yourself letting people hype you up to sue him, all your secrets gonna be in a courtroom on public document. Just like that arrest record that I often show people, or you got arrested for busting it open in the parking lot, he gonna subpoena your medical records. See, this is a can't win. He can't go to court, so even if you sue him, he's not gonna show up to court because he can't come to court because he has open warrants. He got 4 arrest warrants out there. He got 2 in Atlanta. He got 2 in Chesterfield, Virginia. He not come inside of a courtroom. So you'll get a default judgment. But what good is it going to do? You're going to spend thousands of dollars to sue him, You'll never collect a dime of it because he don't have pot no window. And see, Larry's already bought and paid for him too. So you might well just deal with it. He's on the payroll too. Y'all are co-workers now. You and that boy is co-workers and gonna be that way until Larry sees fit to fire one or both of you. He has a job, you got a job. He paid both of y'all to do your damn job. Because sooner or later, you're going to look up, we ain't going to be to move out the hotel. He's going to have an apartment again. Larry going to be paying for it. Just like he put you up out of that shotgun house you were living in that your mama owned, that you took out a second mortgage, helping your boyfriend at the time with his rap career. He took the money and disappeared. And then your godmother had to bail that out to keep the house from being foreclosed. Larry got you up out of that situation, put you up in a little trailer somewhere. Think I didn't know that. But you two co-workers now. Y'all co-workers. Y'all are sister wives, like on the TV show. Y'all sister wives. Y'all, you part of the harem. He's a part of y'all harem now. He's a concubine, just like you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Because you don't have the number one spot. Shamako is the bottom bitch in the stable. He's the one that has Larry's ear. You just come and go. You're not the bottom bitch. You know what a bottom bitch is, and that is not you. You don't get to sit in the front seat with the pimp. You sit in the back seat and shut your mouth until you're told to speak. That's what play your position. You signed up for it. People been telling you for years, hey, don't fool with Larry. No, we doing this, we doing that. Now we were sitting online today looking like an idiot with a blouse on and flat iron hair, expecting an apology, and we got our feelings hurt. That's what happened. We was in our feelings so much that we had put up some rapid test HIV tests that we took at the Minute Clinic. Yeah, that's what you was doing. And so you're gonna mess around and let William McCray bait you into a back and forth, and you gonna lose. Cause see, he ain't scared because he ain't got nothing to lose. He homeless. People don't like him. If somebody started looking for him, he just grab his bag and go to the next hotel. The most dangerous person, young fella, the most dangerous person you can ever tangle with is a person that has nothing to lose and don't have no fear of dying. Those are two people you don't ever want to mess with. And if they happen to be one and the same, you better run. Because they ain't scared to die and they ain't got nothing to lose. And that's what you messing with. William McCray has absolutely nothing to lose. It would give him great satisfaction. He would go out in a blaze of glory if he could take you with him. That's what you co-working with now. From now until Larry sees fit to sever business ties. That's your co-worker. That's your fellow concubine. That's your fellow harem member. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Well, you go out there and you start something with him and see how it ends for you. You think you was crying over Larry last Friday night while I was doing my live. Shoot. You're going to be doing that crying game from a hospital bed. That's what you're going to be. Because he got blood in his eye for you. You better listen to me. I know you don't like me. I don't like your ass either. But you better listen to me this time. You better leave William McCray the hell alone. When somebody say, woo, they ain't even got to say the rest of the name. Will. If they even mention his name, you need to grab your purse and you need to go out the window, go out in the yard somewhere until they stop talking about him. You don't even need to be in the same circle when his name is mentioned. Because he gonna get you. I can tell you that. He gonna get you. It's a kill or be killed situation with him. Because he already said, if you ever around him and you see him, you best kill him. That's what he said about you. You better kill him. It's kill or be killed. And if you ain't willing to go down and throw down, you better leave him alone. That's free advice from a street dude. If you ain't willing to go all the way, and when I mean all the way out, I mean the permanent way, you better stay out his path. Grab your purse and your gladiator sandals and get the hell on. It would behoove you, big word, to stay out his path. Yes, Lynn. I said, grab your purse and your gladiator and his gladiator sandals, the one with the strap to go all the way up to your kneecap, and get the hell on. And put on your best pair of capri tights and get the hell on. Because that boy got blood in his eye for you. He gonna do something to you. You better go ahead on. But it's the 2-hour mark. My notes covered everything. Let me make sure. You still didn't get your apology. He groomed you. I want to put that out there one more time. You're being groomed. I don't know if you know it or you know and don't care. He got you dressing and looking just like his ex-wife. The flat iron hair, the shirt, the blouses with that spike thing on the ruffle on the shoulder. That's how his wife used to dress. And he got you dressing just like it. You're the more masculine version of her. Because he don't like women, because he gay. And so he got you dressing like her because you're the masculine version, because he likes men, but you resemble her. You got enough softness about you, which could, that foolishness you be putting on. So that's why you serve that purpose. You resemble her a little bit when you flat iron your hair, but you didn't get kind of fat. So I don't know. He don't like fat bottom. So you might have to do something about that there. Because he done broke up with somebody because he said he had a flat sagging ass. He don't like sagging asses. And see, you done got fat now. So when he first was over there with you, you was lean and solid because you were starving, because you didn't have money coming in like you do now. Because he wasn't feeding you then, but now he's feeding you. So when you open your refrigerator, you actually see something in there besides the light bulb in the back and a jug of water. So you actually eating now. So but it would behoove you get you a Planet Fitness membership. Bam. Yep. So let's see. But yeah, I find it real hypocritical though, almost just going back down the list. Real hypocritical. You say people were harassing him while he's trying to grieve the loss of Carlton Pearson, but you found no problem whatsoever harassing me while my dad was dying. Then he died. I got COVID, and he was still harassing me, all of y'all. Then I had a stroke because of the stress of y'all harassing me. My son graduated high school on the 21st of May. I got served on my son's graduation day with the court document. My dad died 9 days later. Buried him. Came back dealing with all this court stuff. Mama gets sick. Well, I had a stroke that year from the stress. Then my mama gets sick and eventually dies. And I'm dealing with all that. It was okay for y'all to harass me while I was going through that. It was okay for you to say you prayed for my mama, for my dad and dog to die. It was okay for you to have that boy in Texas record my mother and put her on a YouTube live and y'all sitting there ha kikiing. It was okay for y'all to do all of that. But ain't nobody better never even write Larry Reid name on a sheet of paper as far as you're concerned. You're a hypocrite and you full of shit. Fuck you and Larry. And I don't mean in the kind of way that y'all enjoy. I mean, the hell with you. Both of you. Seriously. So, let me see. And I've already talked about stay away from William McRae. If this Larry Reid's behavior doesn't finally prove to you that you mean nothing to him, I don't know what will. You love him. I don't know what it is about the 5-inch penis with 3 minutes of action that got all y'all going crazy over there. I don't know. It must be the money. But if this doesn't prove to you just how disposable you are to him and how insignificant you are to him, he never invites you to any public functions. He's never seen in public with you at those events, because he's not gonna have. He's ashamed of you. He's ashamed to be seen or heard and mentioned with you in those circles. You are a secret that he wants to keep a secret, but because he don't want nobody to know. Because think about it, he is claiming to be this straight preacher, but his right hand windmilling guy that's his public relations mouthpiece is you, an openly gay man with Ashford and Simpson hair and blouses on. But he's a preacher, but you his windmiller. All the people in his inner circle are either gay or bisexual men or men in the closet. All his allegations against him have come from men. Not one woman has ever come out and accused him of any kind of anything. It's always been men or young boys. But yeah, you're only loyal to him because he pays you. When his money dries up, your loyalty dries up. People that I talked to that know you since you was a kid, they said you're as loyal as somebody pays you. As long as they pay you, they got you as a friend. As long as they pay you, you're loyal. But think about it. You're scared. And that's why you came back with your tail between your legs and you took the bullshit today. Because if you don't, you got to go get a regular day job and you got to pay your own bills. And you don't have a job skill. You don't have an education. You don't have job skills. You don't have a work history. So you can't function. Only thing you do probably, if you're lucky, you might get a job bartending somewhere because you have that club look. So somebody might get it. But now at the age of 37, 38, you're really too old to be up in the club now. Because you can't go work in a 20-something club because you're too old. So the club that's geared towards your age group, they're not going to hire you because you don't have an upscale look. So to be in a club with people 30 and up, you got to have an upscale look, and you're not upscale. You're you. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So that's it. Yeah. So we're yep. He didn't lie. Armand Wiggins did not lie. Nobody takes him seriously. Excuse me, I'm sniffling. Oh boy. Nobody takes you serious. Let me go and take this to the head and get it over with. Yep. So you've been bought and paid for. You can't go nowhere. He know you can't go nowhere. That's his stronghold. That's his secret. When he brings people in, oh, you don't need to work that job. We'll take care of you. So you totally dependent on him financially and otherwise. Oh, you don't need to go to school. You can go and quit school. We got you. So if you do try to leave, you got to come back because you got nowhere to go. He paying all your bills. He's in complete control. If he withdraws his support from you, what will you do? I'm asking that question, sir. No, the pollen don't have me. I was around somebody that had a cold, and they gave it to me. My son gave me cooties. He was in there hacking and coughing. I said, "Go on out of my room. Get away from me." Too late. So, excuse me. But I'm actually not feeling this congested, so I'm going to go ahead and take some medicine, and I'll sweat it out. I'm going to take a hot shower, vapor rub. I'll be fine. I don't have anything else going on. So I'm going to ask you right now before I get off. I'm going to lean up here and look at you. If he take his money away from you, see, whoever pays you controls you. That's in public or private life. If he takes his money away from you and cuts you off, what will you do? What are you able to do? These are the things you need to be sitting right down right now with a pencil and paper. Okay, if he decides that he ain't going to give me this money no more, how will I eat? How will I pay my bills? If he takes this car away that he bought me, that's not in my name, how would I live? How would I buy clothes and groceries and pay bills? Yeah, D, they did all that to me. How will I survive? What job skills do I have? You were right about one thing. You need to go to school and get a trade so that you can take care of yourself. Because if not, you're going to always have to rely on the generosity of other people. And they will control you or mistreat you as they see fit. I'm telling you what I tell my own children. Do for yourself. Save yourself. Nobody's going to rescue you. Save yourself. Go to that mailbox yourself. Get them bills out that box yourself. Pay them bills yourself. Do for yourself. In fact, when you do that, you'll respect yourself even more. Then you won't be in a parking lot selling your body. Then you'll look in the mirror and actually like what you see and not be lying. Then because the main reason you wear your hair over your face like that, you're ashamed of yourself. So you're hiding yourself from yourself. You can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are. That's why you do a lot of the stuff you do. You really are ashamed of yourself, but you don't know how to fix it because you're around the wrong people. You're around leeches and parasites because you are a leech and a parasite. So figure it out. You're fairly young, you're gay, so you don't have no family, no kids, it's just you. Even if you had to go rent a room in a house somewhere and pay somebody $100 a week, that's better than them controlling your every move. You're young, you can start over and get your life together. You can do it. Get out from under his thumb. Rebrand yourself. You're obviously creative. If social media is something that interests you, go to school and take some broadcasting courses. There are broadcasting schools right there in your community. If that's what you want to do. But you gotta get away from all this. But balls in your court. Like I told you, you better leave William McCray alone. You definitely better leave me alone. I can't believe you took that bait from William McCray. I really can't. I have a low opinion on you, but I was really shocked that you was dumb enough to take that bait from William McCray. You haven't figured out the bait and switch. This is how Larry Reid deals with y'all. He know the two of you don't like each other. He'd sit back and watch you and him and that boy fight and half kill each other. And he'd be sitting there laughing because he enjoys seeing people fight over him. He pits you against him and him against you. That's how Shamaka and Kendall always in that house arguing and fight. Shamaka and Kendall don't like each other. They fighting over Larry and he sit back and laugh. And then all of them are dependent on him, just like you and William are dependent on him. And he uses that. He finds out whatever your weakness is, you got self-esteem issues. So he uses that. William has financial weakness, so he uses that. And he pits y'all against each other to get what he wants. There's something to think about. Well, anyway, I'm out. If you haven't done so already, please click like and please share the video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channels. I appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App. And if you feel led by spirit, that ticker tape down there, that's all my information, how you can bless me with a financial contribution. I really appreciate it. I don't know when I'll be back, but it won't be long because I'm sure they're going to do something stupid again. And I'll be talking about it. But I'm going to go watch CNN because I want to see what's going on in Baltimore. Y'all pray for them people in Baltimore. And Diddy going to jail. He on the run. So, yeah, because the feds is coming. And yeah, I'm gonna take me a hot shower and grab me something to eat and watch CNN. Love you. Bye. Bye for now. Bye.
I just feel like I'm in the dark. Just holding on. I gotta go.
I'm gonna play this other one too. Just sit tight.
He gonna cry in the car.
Glory to God. Some of your faces are going to be in the newspaper. Some of your faces are going to be on TV, showing the before and the after picture. Glory to God, because God
And I'm out. Bye.